It's Pro Wrestling Summit, motherfucker. You already know what it is. Merry Christmas, wrestling fans! You fickle motherfuckers, you. Knowledge? What's up, my brother?
Tatum, how we doing? Good villains? Nice to talk to you again.
Yeah, all right. Talk at you is
Talk
more
at
like
you.
it. You know? We don't have interactive conversations, only with each other and with Danny. But Danny doesn't... I'm still trying to get Danny in 2023 to get on this motherfucker, but...
It's actually, like, open his goddamn mouth, Danny.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do it.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm still trying to get him to do a little tiny thing, but I can't even get him to do that literally, and it's like a 5-second thing, and he won't even do
I
it.
feel like Danny should open our show, you know? But,
Oh, that would be fucking awesome!
Yeah.
He's not gonna do that.
He's already shaking his head no.
Yeah,
So
fuck him. Anyway, dude.
New year, new Danny.
Well, listen. It has been it's been a long time since we've talked about Bray Wyatt.
Well, yeah.
But I think it's time. Now that there has been actual development, okay? Now, there's been development all along, but we have yet to talk about it because it wasn't really warranted. We didn't know. No, we had no information.
It had been the same thing. LA Knight comes out, or Bray comes out. They do a promo, talking to each other or at each other, and then they go their separate ways. And Uncle Howdy would flash on the screen, say something cryptic, and then LA Knight would get hurt.
Now, let me just say something. I gotta say something about LA Knight. That dude's a fucking star, okay? His ability on the microphone and to fire people up is... He's got the rap of like a really animated guy from the 80s.
I was gonna say, yeah, he fits into that 80s mold,
yeah. or early 90s WCW. You
I was
know
thinking
what I mean?
Pre-Attitude Era, just like really quick pre-Attitude Era,
like Neon WWF.
Yeah.
Like the early stages of Monday Night Raw,
right?
When they were only doing like the Hammerstein Ballroom to do Monday Night Raw,
right?
Yeah, that's like he would fit in so perfect.
And I don't mind having a callback character like that.
No, and especially a guy that can work the way that he can is exceptional. Now, people are already burying this and being like, oh, LA Knight's a scrub, like what's he doing working with Bray? And in my head, I'm going, do you fucking people have any idea how good that guy is? Let me just explain something to you. That WWE 2K22 that everyone fucking plays, yeah, he's been doing the motion capture for all the WWE games. He's the one who puts on the suit and does everybody's move and entrance with the fucking suits on. So you tell me that dude is worth a shit, because there are some moves in that fucking game that I go... I don't know how I don't even know how mechanically that works, but somehow, it's just fucking bananas, dude.
I gotta tell you, I'm hoping that Uncle Howdy's emergence is...
Oh, you're just gonna jump right into Uncle Howdy. I wasn't even gonna talk about Uncle Howdy yet.
Well, because I want to talk about LA Knight a little bit, but I'm hoping that his Uncle Howdy's emergence is a way out of this for LA Knight. Because the whole conflict between LA Knight and Bray is that Bray keeps attacking him. Bray keeps attacking, Bray keeps getting physical. Now he sees there's an actual Uncle Howdy. Maybe this is the point that he's like, you know what?
Fuck you, fuck everybody, man, I'm out.
Uncle Howdy, you got a problem with Bray. You go ahead and take care of that business.
Yeah, I'm going to Raw.
Yeah.
Fuck you people.
Because I don't know how...
He actually just came from Raw, because Marseille and fucking Mansois are on Raw. But those guys are never going to be seen again, I'm sure. They're just going to be buried. Which is fine. Those guys are actually pretty talented, though, and I like that gimmick.
But how many guys can you have at the top? You know?
No, those guys are not even... They're like... No, dude, those guys should be in NXT.
Right.
They could make moves in NXT as a team.
Absolutely. I think they could easily, challenge the New Day for the tag titles. But regardless, we're getting away from
the original point.
My
shocking.
My fear, I know. My fear is that there's no upside for Bray and or LA Knight if they continue this feud. Somebody has to lose. Mm-hmm. Like, this is a good way for... They had a good back and forth. There's a good way for them to exit it without somebody coming away negatively here.
But who loses?
Well, I'm saying don't have a physical contest.
I don't think that... I am not convinced that Uncle Howdy is with Bray.
No, that's what I'm saying. Let Uncle Howdy and Bray now have their thing.
Yeah.
And let's leave LA Knight out of it. And peace out, LA Knight. Mm-hmm. Go do your own thing with somebody else. Mm-hmm. And now this has led to the emergence of Uncle Howdy. Now there can be conflict there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is like, I really think that LA Knight would do an exceptional job with Bray in the ring, because LA Knight understands that he is going to have to fly. Mm-hmm. And, and he's going to have to sell, and these are his strong points. Yeah. You know what I mean? Where he can really separate himself from other guys. Like, listen, there are a ton of guys in the WWE that can bump, but that can bump and sell properly, very limited. It just doesn't happen because there's so many guys who are thinking the next spot. With Bray, he doesn't work that way. Like, he doesn't work at a quick pace. So you're gonna need somebody that's gonna be able to tell more of the story with facial expressions and shit like that, and that's right in LA Knight's wheelhouse.
Yeah. And I guess with Uncle Howdy now, there is a way for them to have a physical contest without it ending with either one going over, because there can easily be an interruption with Uncle Howdy and that can just cause a no contest, So I guess there is a way they could do this. I just don't want to see somebody be put over and somebody lose out because of that. Bray can't lose.
But what if this turns into LA Knight helping Bray Wyatt?
Right, and
against Uncle Howdy and
whoever
else.
Great.
His band of characters that he has.
Fantastic. I'm all about it. Let's let that happen. I'm just afraid that this is going to keep working into, a Bray and LA Knight thing, and somebody has to go over, and it's got to be Bray. It's got to be Bray.
No, I mean, you can't
put
LA
that to
Knight
me
over.
buries LA Knight now.
I mean,
this is his first real conflict on SmackDown.
Yeah, and I mean,
he's his first real story.
Listen, he's a guy that has all the makings to be a really big star in the next 3 to 5 years.
I'm sure.
He could be in the main event picture in the next calendar year.
Yeah,
I'm sure. And it wouldn't be a stretch.
Right. I'm sure that he could talk his way out of this, even if he does lose. Mm-hmm. So.
Well, because he's got the snivelly heel thing. I mean, he plays that so perfect, while people know how good he is. It's kind of like MJF, but not like, it's not so overt. Right. You know what I mean? He's just being him. Like, MJF is overtly trying to insult people to get a reaction.
It's a Macho Man heel, That's what LA Knight is, a Macho Man heel.
And I love heel Macho Man, dude. I fucking love, like, Miss Elizabeth heel Macho Man. Like, first, like, him and Steamboat.
But that over-exuberant confidence.
Oh, my God, dude. Like, and then running away at the right time.
Right.
Just like he did with the Bray Wyatt thing.
Right.
He was like, what the fuck is going on? I'm getting the fuck out of the ring.
And he stomped Bray. Like, he laid it into Bray.
Bro, he put in fucking work on Homeboy.
Yeah.
He gave him the work in the corner.
And I think it's so smart to have Bray just take it.
And I like how he was like kind of like half smiling. Yeah. Like, the thing about him, and it's not the in-ring work about Bray that I love so much. It's how he is able to convey the story. Mm-hmm. It's about the story. It's not about anything else but the story.
And this is why when you see things online, people are like, oh man, I don't know why everybody's excited about Bray. He's a mediocre worker.
Yeah, dude, they're gonna pay him all this money because they fucking honestly believe that this guy is fucking mediocre. These people who know way better than all of us do.
But I fully agree that when you're talking about the
what, like
athleticism and everything
rate? Yeah.
in the ring,
okay,
like, absolutely
compared to Ricochet,
sure, absolutely. Well, no, I totally agree with you.
Compared to Ricochet, absolutely.
But he tells a story in the ring like nobody else.
What story does Ricochet tell?
He doesn't.
That he can take a great bump and then sell up immediately?
And then I can flip a lot.
Listen, and I take nothing away from Ricochet, dude. Him and fucking Gunther tore it the fuck down.
But it's boring as shit to me because without there being a manufactured story there's no personality.
Yeah, I mean...
He's a Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Why are people excited about Rey Mysterio? Because he does flips and shit.
Yeah, well, because you know that you're going to get the 619. Like, you're going to get the hits. You know what I mean? Like, Ricochet's going to do his 630. He's going to take crazy bumps.
Right.
Like, you get what you get. It's like Dolph Ziggler right now. It's pretty much the same fucking thing, right? Yeah. I mean, Dolph Ziggler and Ricochet are pretty much a carbon copy because they buried Dolph to the point where it's beyond return at this point.
Yeah.
You should send them down to NXT and let him work with those guys because he can revitalize his career down there.
Yeah.
Like, he can really work magic with those young guys because he's uber athletic. He's in terrific shape. And he can fucking wrestle.
Yeah.
He can wrestle his ass off. And people are like, why does Dolph Ziggler still have a job? It's called longevity, motherfucker. That dude was in the Spirit Squad and was able to maintain a job through mass firings and everything else. You don't think that fucking dude is talented? You're insane. He is Mr. Perfect. He is this generation's Mr. Perfect.
And will be overlooked kind of like Mr. Perfect.
But didn't Ziggler win the big one, though? Ziggler was the champion?
He did, yep.
Mr. Perfect never won the title.
That's true. He won the World Championship, right? Not the WWE Championship.
Yeah.
So he had that gold belt. But
who did he beat? Did he beat Batista?
I feel
Alberto Del Rio?
It was either Del Rio or it was Cena. I think those.
It might have been Cena.
It
might have been Cena. Yeah. Talk about a waste of potential, Alberto Del Rio. Oh my God, bro. That guy had all the makings to be a giant star, and he couldn't keep the fucking white lady out of his nose.
Well,
out of his bed.
Hey, speaking of the white lady.
Oh my God, Riddle! What the fuck, bro? Hanging out with adult film stars, dude. What the fuck are you doing, dude? You get popped on 2 drug tests? Are you fucking insane, dude? What the fuck are you thinking? Are you gonna go back and work the fucking indie scene, homie? Like, is that what you're gonna do?
They gotta fire him, right?
I mean, dude, it's your second offense, and it's not weed. They don't test for weed anymore. So, like, he's not getting popped for weed. So, according to some reports, because the adult film star maybe leaked some information like, oh yeah, I do drugs with this dude all the time. No wonder he got popped on a drug test. And I'm going, oh my God, dude.
Mandy Rose got canned for nudes. Like,
they weren't even nudes. Fuck you. It was a side tit. And
there was a little bit of front. That's
where the one in the pool?
No, there's like her and like shot. She just posted stuff. It's yeah.
Oh well, I mean, I'm not upset.
No,
I'm not upset with her.
It's all right, but like,
I mean, she made $500,000 in the week that she was fired. Just in the week that she was fired.
Yeah, I wonder why. All the news is out there that she got fired because she has nude pics out there. It's like on her fan site. So like, yeah.
Bro, WWE did her a giant favor because she's gonna go and sign with an AEW or somebody like that because Tony Storm has like the same thing.
I get that it's a different company. This is the thing that everybody kept saying. It's a different company now. But you had Sable, you had Tori Wilson, you had Christy Hemme, you had all these girls that did Playboy. You had Shawn Michaels.
Listen, no one is telling her to do it. She is doing this of her own volition.
But that's the difference. Is you had WWE kind of
exactly. They were collecting the cash. What do you think? That's Sable and Christy Hemme, Playboy, and who's the other one? Maria Kanellis?
Tori Wilson.
Tori did Playboy too?
With Sable.
Oh shit, man! I must have missed that. I wasn't.
That was during their whole storyline where
Stacy Keibler never did nothing though.
No,
she was with
George
Clooney for like ever. Good for her.
Yeah. Good for him. Good for both of them.
Yeah.
Congratulations to the two of you.
Yeah. Whatever. And then Sasha Banks officially is fucking gone from WWE. That's a fucking thing. She's wrestling for New Japan. Who cares?
And I'm fine with
I don't
that.
give a fuck.
Whatever.
See you later. Have fun in New Japan.
The women's division is so stacked right now anyway that, I mean...
Bro, and not everybody's there. No Charlotte.
But she's going to come back soon. You know that.
Dude, I'm really kind of fucking surprised, dude, that Nia Jax has not been hired.
I'm not. She hurts people. She's not safe. They don't need a Nia Jax.
Oh, see, I like her a lot.
Oh, I agree. I think that she was a good presence in the ring, and she was something different. But when you have Rhea Ripley wrestling dudes now...
We got to talk about that, too. I was going to save that for the end, but... It's China, bro.
It's just getting a China push.
And good for her.
Yep.
Good for her. And
Ballsy on WWE's part to now...
Well, because what do? You have to have her wrestle men.
Yeah. Especially if she's going to be outside of the ring manhandling men.
I mean, dude, she fucking throws people around. Like, she beat the fuck out of Tozawa.
Yeah.
And, like, I wasn't upset.
Right.
Like, it's not, like, an upsetting thing. And,
totally
like,
believable.
I am a fan of intergender wrestling because... and a lot of people don't like it. They're like, "Oh man, a woman should never be beating up a man." And I'm like, you're missing the point of professional wrestling. Like, we're suspending disbelief. Like, that is the whole point of the business, is suspending disbelief. And like, I get it that in your world, a woman's not going to beat up a man, but a normal woman is not Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That's like when. If like Zelina Vega starts beating the fuck out of dudes,
right? Like that.
I have a problem with that.
Like if it was gonna be a Mandy Rose that was fighting a dude, I would be like, no, that doesn't make any sense. Like,
dude, Rhea Ripley's bigger than half the fucking AEW roster.
Right, so that makes sense. You know, like that's what I'm saying.
She's bigger than the dude who she's with.
And it was just
Murphy.
It was just like when Nia Jax,
Buddy Matthews.
Buddy Matthews, yeah. But it was just like
calling him his fucking shoot name, brother.
But it was just like when Nia Jax, took bumps in the Royal Rumble. Like that was
shit, dude!
Moment.
The RKO with Randy Orton was fucking tremendous.
Yeah,
man. It was great.
But it was believable that she could be in the ring with them. And
believable that she would be throwing people out.
Right. Right.
See, like, I think that there's a place, you know what I mean? There's a place for it. Like, and I think that even with, like, a comedic character tag team, I think that it works fine.
Yeah.
Like, there are instances...
Alexa Bliss and Braun Strowman, their whole tag team during the intergender tag team...
Dude, Miz and Asuka...
Yeah.
Asuka was fucking tremendous, dude. I fucking loved it. And the little vignettes, backstage that they only, like, posted online, yeah. I thought those were fantastic. Yeah. I was like, I wish you would do this on Raw. Because Raw back then was like, oh, God, it was so fucking tough to watch.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And the product has really improved, man. Like, the whole product of wrestling has improved. Tony Khan still doesn't know how to he doesn't understand how to finish matches.
Oh, man.
Bro, I'm so mad at the main event of Dynamite because how the fuck are you gonna fucking job out the FTR 2 matches in a row? Are you fucking insane? You're insane. Like, that's complete. I'm sorry, that wasn't in the main event. Jamie Hayter was in the main event, and she did a tremendous job. Jamie Hayter's fucking awesome. But Tony Khan, like, I just don't understand. Like, like, how do you do that? Like, okay, they lose to the Briscoes. They drop the ROH tag team titles in a double dog collar match. Dax gets all fucked up. His ass is all fucked up. Like, legit. Like, I watched the show.
The match was absolutely brutal.
It was fucking brutal.
Yeah. And it makes sense that they could, like, even the way they lost, like, it makes sense.
It's perfect. And listen, you got to get the ROH tag team titles off of them. Tony Khan says, I want ROH guys on ROH and AEW guys on AEW.
Right.
Done.
Right.
Okay, I'm totally cool with that.
Right.
Well, like, But I just don't understand, like, how... I get that you want to put the Guns in a position, you know what I mean? In a position to, like, make some moves to, like, actually be contenders to the title. But why and now you have another group that just started with Swerve Strickland turning on Keith Lee. And now you got these guys in this group. So, like, you're going to have to put them over strong to establish the group.
I just want to see why we have to have yet another stable. How do you not have a stable championship by now?
Well, they do, the 6-man title, but it's being held up in a best-of-7 series. Yeah. So it's like...
A best-of-7 series...
And you know that it's going to go 7 matches. Like, of course they're not going to finish it before 7 matches.
A best-of-7 series where in the last one, like, elves got involved and shit. Like, I don't... Like, that doesn't need to happen. You know... Well, Cesaro and Sheamus held a best-of-7 series, and every single match was a fucking banger. And I hate using that word because
everyone uses banger now.
But it was
fucking hate that.
Absolutely true. At that moment, like, every single one was just a solid, technical, physical, brutal match. Psychologically makes sense.
Who else did a best-of-7? Benoit did a best-of-7 with somebody. I know that it's like, you can't...
Was it Benoit and Jericho? I feel like it was Benoit and Jericho.
It might have been Benoit and Jericho, which was excellent, though. Yeah. I mean, obviously. I mean, listen, man, you can say what the fuck you want about the dude as a person. I didn't know the motherfucker as a person. I knew him as a wrestler and as a fan, and that fucking guy was tremendous. Yeah. You can fucking say whatever you want about him as a person, and I would probably agree with you. But the fact of the matter is, his ability in the ring is... it's close to being unmatched. Right. I mean, there's really not too many guys that can do it at that level and not be able to talk and still get to the point where he got and being the size that he was. Like, people don't understand, man. Like, he was not that much bigger than Rey Mysterio. And he was fucking hanging with Triple H and The Rock, and like, in their prime. In their prime, and putting on classics.
I mean, he had to go up against
Prime Jericho, Prime Rock, Prime Stone Cold.
Yeah, I was gonna say Stone Cold, Triple H, all of them.
Prime Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, Eddie Guerrero.
What the fuck, bro? Are you kidding me?
And was able to stand out. Like, that's huge.
It's just the intensity, man. He was just so fucking intense. And, I mean, I was into him since, back in the tape trading days and fucking, watching him at the 94 Super J Cup as Wild Pegasus, dude. And him and fucking Eddie Guerrero as Black Tiger. He knocked Eddie Guerrero cold. Cut clean out with a clothesline, bro. And I was like, holy shit.
So do you think, I don't mean to get back on it here, but do you think that TK just doesn't like FTR? Like, what the fuck is his problem?
I think that he understands that they're gonna leave, and he's probably gonna make them do the job on the way out.
It's a shame. Those guys should have had all the titles. All the titles.
All at once.
Yeah.
All at once. Yeah. Even the WWE title.
Yeah.
They should have went back and won the WWE title and just defended the titles everywhere.
Yeah.
Just gone to every company defending the fucking belts because they are representative of tag team wrestling.
Right.
Those guys have stuck it out together, have made it happen through thick and thin, through family issues and everything else, and have provided undoubtedly the most quality tag team matches in, I don't know,
decades.
I mean, since the 80s, man. Yeah. Since, like, Midnight Express and the Fantastics. I mean, it's not my favorite match of all time. My favorite tag team match of all time, crazily enough, is from ECW. But what the fuck? I mean, what, it is what it is, man. Like, it still, to this day, dude, makes me pop like nobody's business, man.
I feel like, FTR has had so many championships, and yet I still feel like somehow they're just being mistreated, I just don't feel like they get the respect they deserve.
I think that...
Not by the fans.
No, the fans love them, dude, and rightfully so. I mean, they're fucking tremendous. They know how to work a tag team match with anybody, and they've shown that, dude. From the greenest guys to the most seasoned veterans, they can be in there. Guys who are more athletic than them work way different style. They know how to wrestle. It's just what they fucking do, man. It's just it's really a joy to watch until the finish, and then I go, what?
Yeah.
Double dog collar, no problem. I have no problem with that finish. That's a perfect finish. You get the titles off of them. Briscoes should be the tag team champions in ROH. Those guys are a fucking real deal.
Yeah.
It's really unfortunate that a company won't take a chance on them and put them on TV because they're missing out on huge money.
Yeah.
The company and the Briscoes are both missing out on huge money.
It's the cancel culture these days,
Well, I mean, there's plenty of wrestlers who have been canceled for legitimate reasons. You know what I mean? Like, I totally understand why some of these people get canceled, but like, take a guy like Enzo, man. When none of that shit was true, and WWE was like, you're fired.
Yep.
And then it comes out in the reports. He said it the whole time. Yo, this isn't true. Like, I didn't do it. So, like, what do you want me to do?
Did you hear what Enzo said about MJF?
What? No.
He did an interview recently.
No shit, bro. See, man, you gotta link me to shit like that, bro.
I apologize, but he did an interview, and he basically said that MJF couldn't hold his laces in, not in the ring, but like on the mic. So there is no competition.
That's probably true.
Between Enzo and MJF, and he says that MJF has a style. That's a very old school style that he relies on specific tricks, to get over, and he'll use foul language, he'll use all this stuff to get over, and Enzo's like, I can just grab a mic and people are talking about what I'm saying, and I'm just riffing the entire time, and he's not wrong. Look, I think about that promo that he did against the entire cruiserweight division.
Oh my God, when he had them all surrounding the ring and he just went one by one, torched, one by one.
I mean, he made people care about the cruiserweight division.
People cared about 205 Live for the first time ever because he was on the show.
Right.
And then he gets accused of something. Now, he was accused of it. I understand. Maybe you suspend them per further investigation.
Pending you got to handle your stuff and then you can come back.
Court filings. Just bring us the court filings. We're just going to take you off the road.
Yeah.
That's all that we're going to do. We're going to take you off the road.
Yeah.
Not even suspended. We'll just take you off the road until, just like they do with an athlete.
Right.
Athlete gets fucking in trouble, beating the fuck out of somebody at the club, or fucking punching a woman in the fucking elevator. The team doesn't say anything right away. They're like, oh, something happened? Okay, well, we need to fucking have our people look into this before we make a statement.
Maybe suspend you for a week or two.
Just whatever, per the investigation. Boom, so you could have brought fucking Enzo back. Now, Cass, at that point, was not well.
Right.
He had a drinking problem.
Physically, he was in probably the worst shape of his life.
Yeah, I mean, that knee injury fucked him up, dude. Yeah. It definitely got him hooked on drinking and fucking probably the pills. Yeah. And, I'm not trying to say what the guy was doing. I'm not trying to fucking speak out of school or nothing, but, I mean, if I'm putting...
It's the typical pattern.
Yeah, it's usually what happens. So, but now he obviously is well, he's clean, and he looks fucking tremendous.
Strong.
Now think about what Enzo and Cass could do in AEW.
Yeah.
You want to see the ratings go up? Put that fucking guy on TV.
Yep.
He has been wrestling decent matches in MLW. He's doing the MLW shows and, still working, and he's working with, younger guys, but more athletic than him. You know what I mean? He's not real athletic. I mean, that guy's never... Listen, he's not going to be a fucking Chris Benoit in the ring, that guy.
Right.
You're not going to get 5-star matches out of fucking Enzo.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got, a brawling style. You're going to tell me that style doesn't work? Okay, Roddy Piper. That's all that I got to say. I say no more. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Mm-hmm. Stone Cold Steve Austin maybe threw fucking 10 suplexes as Stone Cold Steve Austin in his entire career. What did he do? Fez press, throw you in the corner, stomp you. What else? The stunner?
Yeah, he did like 3.
Clothesline over the top rope?
Yeah.
You know, to the guy goes to the floor. You know, maybe a body slam. Yeah. The fucking elbow drop. Yeah. Like, I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yep.
Mick Foley made his most money pulling a sock out of his fucking tights.
Right, yeah. I mean, think of his finisher as mandible claw and that little underhook DDT that he did.
I love that fucking DDT, bro.
Fantastic, but it looks...
Drew McIntyre does it way better, though. That Future Shock, man, is, like, fucking nasty. You have nowhere to go.
Because with Mick, it didn't look like much. You know, it didn't look like it was going to put you down.
Yeah. But he was just so wild. That was the thing about him. And he took from, like, really good guys. You know, he took from Terry Funk and Bruiser Brody and guys like that, man, like, who knew how to brawl.
So can I tell you exactly what
tell me.
Enzo said?
Tell me, yeah.
So he was speaking to Busted Open Radio.
Of course.
And he was asked about MJF's mic skills in comparison to his own. He said, don't ever compare apples to oranges. You can't compare a career heel to a career babyface. It's not even a question. We don't have to ask those questions because if that's the truth of the matter, my phone is on. People know where to call me. People know where to find me. If you want to give people that shit tomorrow, you'd be wasting a lot of time, money, and investment because that's a bill that deserves to be built. I'm not taking anything away from other people who do great work on the microphone. I want to see other people eat. Generational talent, I had 10 years in this business. My first generation, my decade is done. What I did is undeniable. You can't ever discredit it. I'm called a babyface because I got over. I don't have to shit on other people and bury the people. I can make people love me. I can make people listen, cheer, chant. You can't do that. Until you can make people chant your catchphrases, love you, and book you as a babyface, it's easy to be a heel. It's easy to shit on these people. It's real easy. It's called RC Cola. Cheap fucking pop.
Oh, shit!
When I said, you're sitting on your mother's basement jerking off, fuck you, I didn't curse for 7 years. I didn't curse or say a bad word. I created a word. SAWFT. Soft. They made millions of Snickers bars sponsoring the history of WrestleMania. One and only corporate sponsor, Snickers. Soft. They made millions of Snickers bars in one campaign leading to the Hardys' return match at WrestleMania. It was built for Enzo and Cash to win those titles.
And those guys were heels.
Oh, he also said it wouldn't even be a question. I hope he made Burberry a lot of money, but he ain't seeing any of that money. I sold t-shirts that said Certified G on them and made $1 million before I was 30 years old in this business. I didn't need contract disputes because I did that shit on a rookie contract with merchandise sales. Don't ever compare apples to oranges. Don't disrespect me. 5 minutes, brutalize him. Give me 5 minutes on a live microphone, I'm trending #1 in the world. When is the time you drew a 2? When CM Punk got theirs when they drew a 2.
Absolutely buried.
Yeah. And where's the lie?
There is none.
He's right. He did that shit as a babyface, and it's very difficult to win people over as a babyface.
He was booked as a heel.
Yeah.
They were booked as heels. That's what people don't understand. This fucking guy and Big Cass were booked as fucking a heel tag team. And they went out and just did their thing. And the fans turned them babyface.
Yep.
And Vince was like, I can't believe that they fucking like this shit.
Yep.
All right, well, let's put them on TV.
You have not heard a crowd get behind a chant like that since DX.
Ooh.
I mean, they were rifling off the entire opening.
I mean, Angle, you suck?
No, Angle didn't, like, that wasn't a thing that he was doing. That was...
Yeah, that wasn't like a catchphrase. Yeah, it wasn't like a catchphrase.
He's coming out rifling off a whole opening, and they are word for word, the entire crowd chanting it.
I mean, I still remember the shit, and it's like ingrained in my head because the first time I heard them do it, I was like, whoa. That's different.
Yeah.
It had a different feel to it. It was unlike anything that you have ever heard, because most of the promo work is very like, let me tell you something, brother. I got a million reasons to kick your ass, but I only need 1 minute. And then he comes out and going, hey, let me tell you something. Yeah. And these fucking people are like, what the fuck?
But, I mean, it's the same thing as the New Age Outlaws. It's a very similar thing. People come out and chant. I still remember he's 6 feet tall, and you can't teach that. You know, I mean, it's just like, Billy Gunn taking the mic at the end. You know, I got 2 words for you. You have, Big Cass get out the end. Hey, we're gonna spell it out for you.
SAWFC. Oh my god!
Like it worked so well. And again, the first time you really saw that is with the New Age Outlaws, and then you have Enzo and Cass, and that's it.
I mean, it's a damn shame that he has not caught on with a major company. And I get it that some people really don't like him personally.
Well, he's also got that mouth that gets him into trouble. And he's got that cocky attitude that gets him into trouble.
Name me a top guy in the wrestling business that doesn't have a cocky attitude and a big fucking mouth. Name me one. I'll wait. Because any guy who's been worth their salt in the professional wrestling business has been a fucking dickhead.
But when you can spout off at the mouth like that and rub people the wrong way, and you're
have the ability that he has, that's tough, bro.
People are gonna put you at the bottom just because they want to hold you down.
I mean, listen, he's not a good rapper. His rapping is terrible.
Oh, total shit. Yeah,
it's really bad. Yeah. But hey man,
and his in-ring skills.
See, like I didn't hate it because it was that brawling, crazy fucking style. He was just like a maniac. He'd just run at you. You know what I mean? But again,
I just think it looked sloppy.
It definitely looked sloppy. But I mean, fucking Roddy Piper looked sloppy as fuck.
That's true.
Throwing punches at people and shit. Like he was just a maniac. I mean. There was a lot of guys like that, though. Another guy that really comes to mind who used to fucking work like that is Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer. He used to just fucking hit the ring, dude, and just throttle people, and it's like, what the fuck just happened? Yeah. Like he literally was a buzzsaw. He would just run right at you and just hit you, just pound you into the fucking ground. You didn't have a second to breathe.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate, man.
MJF has done the right thing here.
Not responding.
Not responding at all.
Because he knows, dude. Listen, there's nothing that he said in that thing that's wrong.
And there's no way that he can...
It's irrefutable.
But there's no positive for MJF to respond to it.
No.
All that can come is bad eyes on him.
If he says something back... It's game over.
Well, you're now giving him legitimacy, and now more people are going to interview him.
Well, dude, he's going to be trending number 1 online. Yeah. As soon as MJF responds to him, that's exact. Listen, Enzo's not dumb, dude. He knows that this is going to get traction.
And I still love MJF.
I don't. Listen,
I think he's been treated wrong already with his title.
I mean, Ricky Starks. Seriously?
I don't understand. MJF is a young, up-and-coming wrestler. I know he's been in the indie scene for a while, but he's a young, up-and-coming wrestler. Why are you now defending your title against young, up-and-coming wrestlers? He should be having to prove himself against the veterans in AEW. The ones that are going to look at MJF as this snivelly little...
They're going to look at him like food.
Right.
That's how they should be looking at him.
Right. And when he plays that snivelly heel role and he capitalizes and he continues to win and win and win, that's when he gets that legitimacy, and that's when you can have a young talent go up against him. But you need to build him first. You need to build the legitimacy behind him. Because right now everybody is still saying, you couldn't have done it without Regal. You're young. They put it on you because you're the hot thing at the moment, but you're going to fizzle out. You got to prove everybody wrong.
It's another fucking IWC. Give me. I got what I want. Now I'm not happy.
Oh, people are already turning on him.
Which is crazy to me because...
I can't tell you how many people I've already said, well, Ricky Starks needs to be the next champion.
Ricky Starks?
He's come up. His promo skills are bar none. Better than any... What?
Well, hold on a second. Now, I will say, he absolutely fucking torched on Dynamite, and he torched MJF. Like, he absolutely torched him. Because he made MJF look like an idiot because, oh, okay, you're going to bury me? You're just going to continuously bury me? Okay, let me just refute everything that you tried to bury me with. And then MJF's there holding the bag like, fuck. And that's the problem with doing promos like that, is you don't leave yourself an out. There's no out. If he refutes anything that you said, you're fucked. You're fucked because your legitimacy goes right out the window. Now you're the champion, and now you have no legitimacy because Ricky Starks just torched you on the fucking microphone. Now, Ricky Starks should not be the fucking should not be the champion. Ricky Starks should not even be a mid-card champion at this point. The fact that you have a guy like Eddie Kingston wrestling on Dark and Elevation, and a guy like Ricky Starks is getting valuable television time does not make any fucking sense. It makes absolutely fucking zero sense to me. And the fans will tell you so.
You want to talk about a grizzled veteran that could give legitimacy to MJF.
Bryan Danielson does not bring legitimacy to MJF. Bryan Danielson should murder MJF.
Yeah.
That's what should happen. And again, another fucking poor decision making by Tony Khan, booking himself into a corner with Danielson, because Danielson has looked like a fucking torrid little bitch over the past fucking 6 months. He's losing matches to people he shouldn't be losing matches to. You do that shit with Jericho that one time with Action Andretti, and it's perfect because Jericho talks so much shit of how he's going to wrestle some jobber, and he saw him and said that kid's going to be a star, and he made him.
Yeah. That's, I mean, that was a moment like Maven eliminating The Undertaker and
then getting tossed and he got fucking thrown through a fucking popcorn
But like
machine.
the moment, the one moment
no, dude, that was awesome.
That was
it surprised the fuck out of me when it happened, bro. I popped huge.
That was Jeff Hardy nearly taking the title off of Undertaker. Like, those are the moments that I think of when I think of Jericho laying down for
the first appearance of Brock Lesnar is what I think of.
What was that?
The first appearance of Brock Lesnar.
Well, I mean,
is what I think of.
So
because it's just so like jarring. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, whoa. And that's how I felt about the Action Andretti thing. I was like, oh, there's no way Jericho's gonna put this dude over. Like, competitive match, sure. You know what I mean? Because that's Jericho. He's a fucking pro.
Yeah.
He's not gonna put this kid over, and then he fucking wins, and I go, what the fuck? And it's just so jarring.
Yeah.
But Jericho can do that because Jericho is established.
And when we were talking about, I mean, whenever we talk about AEW, we talk about don't give shit away for free. But that's a moment that makes sense to give away on a Dynamite, on a show like that, because...
you mean a Dark or an Elevation?
Well, yeah, right. But I'm saying, like, a free show instead of, like, a pay-per-view.
I see.
Because then you get the idea that, well, anything can happen on these shows. Mm-hmm. But you shouldn't be giving half of the shit away they give away on free TV.
Bro, why am I watching Jon Moxley wrestle on the B show?
Yeah,
on Friday night. Why the fuck am I watching
Because
that?
their ratings are dipping.
Well, yeah, dude, because their fucking product blows.
Yeah.
Like, they have all the talent in the world, and they don't know how to book it.
Right.
Dude, you have Miro ready to rock. Hey, I'm fucking here. We don't have anything for you, bro. What? Bro, it's fucking Miro. You're joking, right? Like, let him do the House of Black shit.
Right.
Fucking, that's perfect for him, dude. Fucking have him join the House of Black, trying to redeem these folks or whatever he's doing, and fucking see you later.
House of Black hasn't even been used properly since they've come back.
Dude, it's like, I swear, it's like WCW, dude. It's like WWE, what they did to ECW and WCW. Bury all the guys that come from the competitor.
And then you talk about, you've already talked about it, but Swerve and Keith Lee, why is this still being dragged out? They've been splitting for like a good 6 months now.
And what do you do now? Keith Lee fights 3 guys? Who came out to help him? Somebody came out to help him, right?
Well, I mean, who came out to help Keith Lee?
Yeah. Did somebody come out to help him? I can't remember. Or did they just beat the fuck out of him?
They beat the fuck out of Keith Lee.
Yeah, no one came to help him. Right?
I don't understand the stable. I don't understand why...
I don't even know who that... I know who Parker Boudreaux is. Who's the other fucking weirdo? Looked like Tom McDonald.
No idea.
I thought it was Tom McDonald at first.
Right, with all the tattoos.
I fucking said, is that Tom McDonald? I know he was a pro wrestler at one point in his life, so... Right. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck?
But why is Parker Boudreaux with Swerve? Like, why?
Wasn't he just with the Truth Busters?
Yeah, so why did that... Like, what happened? How did you just manufacture a whole nother stable?
Out of like, thin air, with guys who, like, and you don't have any explanation.
There's no connection to them. There's no... Rick Ross is there. For some reason.
Dropping motherfucker live on television, right. Dude. Damn, you a big motherfucker. I popped huge because Keith Lee was like, oh shit, yeah. Oh god damn. And Tony Schiavone's behind him going, well, that's the problem with live TV, folks.
AEW, alright.
He doesn't fucking, dude, Tony
Schiavone is happy to have a job.
I love his, did you hear his fucking thing about commentary?
No.
You didn't hear his quib about commentary?
No.
So he said that in all of his years of doing commentary, he has the same problem that he had when he was starting. Because of all the intake of air, he has horrible gas after every show. And he said it's just like god awful. Like, it's just the amount of gas that is in me from announcing a show. And I'm like, damn,
it's the whole definition of getting gassed.
Like, I never thought about that. And then, of course, they're showing clips of other announcers, like, farting on air and stuff, and I was like, I was fucking pissing my pants laughing. Vampiro has the best one, because you can hear it through his headset.
Jesus.
That's how loud it was, dog. I died. I love that type of shit. That bathroom humor, dude, I don't know why. I'm like a 5-year-old kid. I'm like, any sort of fart jokes or something, it fucking makes me laugh, dude. I don't know. But yeah, dude, I mean, this Bray Wyatt shit is definitely coming to some sort of fucking some sort of interesting place. That's for fucking sure.
And I am fine if they just keep doing
little drips.
People were saying it wasn't enough. You just made it obvious. You made it perfectly clear that Uncle Howdy is not Bray Wyatt. That's huge.
That's huge news. So who is Uncle Howdy?
Right, now there's those questions.
Now we have, and based upon Dutch's post, that it looks awfully similar to exactly what Uncle Howdy was doing in the thing there.
But is he just trying to capitalize? And
well, I mean, he was in the crowd at NXT. I mean, they put the camera directly on him and Vincent, and they were in the crowd at NXT like 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, if
not that it's impossible, I'm just saying it's also possible that he could just be, capitalizing on him.
Funny thing about that too is that when Bray was in FCW, just starting the Bray Wyatt character, he trained with Dutch, who was Bull James at that point. Mm-hmm. And they had, I guess, a pretty good connection with each other. So, like, there are, like, a lot of things leading in that direction. Do I think that's a definite? No. But likelihood based upon body size and like how he looked and the laugh and the holding of the jacket and like everything.
Let's make it happen. I'm fine with it.
Because I think that's like kind of a cool idea, especially if they bring all those guys in, Dutch Vincent and Tyler Bateman.
What I can't stand is when people say
Trent Bateman, Tyler Bateman. I think it's Tyler Bateman, or just Bateman.
What I can't stand is when people say, "Well, that's clearly Bo Dallas." Stop trying to make the Bo Dallas thing happen.
Yeah, like let it marinate, bro.
Right? Why do we have to let Bo just rush Bo Dallas?
I hope he comes back doing the Bo leave shit.
I love
because, dude, he could come back with that Joe Gacy group. And doing that Bo-Leave thing with the Joe Gacy group, dude, you must Bo-Leave!
It would fit.
It would be huge. Because they really... I'll tell you what, man. I have a lot of high hopes for that group. And maybe that's misguided on my part. But I think that they're starting to understand the level of genius that comes with Joe Gacy and his ability to, use a microphone and promos to his advantage. Because again, they have a lot of guys who are not comfortable with that piece of the business. Mm-hmm. So when you have a guy who is very competent and has a gimmick that people are into, they're heels, dude, and people are wearing Schism shirts. Mm-hmm. And they're not doing it because of The Rock's daughter, because she's done very little.
Yeah, I'm so confused by that.
Why put her on TV immediately? That's my question. Like, clearly she's not ready to wrestle or, like, do anything. And, like, she's not a good mouthpiece because Joe Gacy can talk.
Right.
So, like, what? I don't understand.
For it, but it's confusing. A lot of the moves that Triple H has been making are questionable. Just the amount of people that he's brought back that he's done nothing with.
Bro, why the fuck are you bringing back Top Dollar, who almost broke his neck on SmackDown?
Oh my god, awful!
Bro, you're like 7 feet tall. What are you doing trying to fucking Undertaker you're trying to swanton over the top rope?
Totally unnecessary, and you almost hurt yourself doing it.
Bro, I'm surprised he was able to walk.
Yeah.
Like, that was an ugly bump. I love Michael Cole. Well, I might not want to do that till you practice that one some more.
Yeah, and
fucking buried him on commentary. So why bring those guys back? Why bring Strowman back to be a nice guy? I don't want to see nice guy Strowman. I want to see Strowman beating the fuck out of people. Like, that's what I want to see. Why am I watching fucking Strowman shaking people's hands and like saving folks? Like, nobody wants to see that. Nobody believes in him. He's not a giant anymore. Almost has already shown that he's the real giant. Like, he's clearly fucking way bigger than Braun Strowman. Okay, so he's lost that fucking whole thing. See you later. You're done with that. I'm the monster among men. You're not. Right. You're an average sized dude. Like, let's just fucking face facts. Dijak is bigger than you. Talk about a guy who should get a fucking big push, man.
That's another one. Braun, his push.
It's the shits, bro.
Right.
Karrion Kross?
Karrion Kross, yeah. Who everybody thought was going to be a part of the whole Bray thing, is not a part of the Bray thing and has no real direction.
Rey Mysterio, and now he's like hurt.
Bronson.
Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed.
You don't like Bronson Reed,
huh?
You don't like Bronson Reed?
I don't understand why bring him in as the, the guy that's going to carry the Miz's bags. I don't understand the need.
Why not bring up Grayson Waller?
But also, for that matter, Loomis. What happened to him? Like, why? What has he done since he's been back?
Well, they don't even know what to do with Johnny Gargano. They got him fucking carrying Loomis's bags and shit.
Right. Like, it just doesn't... All these returns, there's been somewhere around 16 or 17 returns.
And he's not done.
Right.
Chelsea Green, Matt Cardona.
And this is just since, September.
He's hot shot booking it, just like fucking Tony Khan did. He's booking for the initial pop, and then he doesn't know what the fuck to do with people afterwards.
And you gotta stop, because you're using the same guys. You're not gonna stop using a Seth Rollins. You're not gonna stop using...
I love him and KO teaming. I think that is a genius booking move because it keeps Sammy out of it. It keeps this thing alive with the bloodline and Sammy. It has to. You gotta keep this marinating. You gotta suck every ounce of life out of it because when Sammy finally turns, it is going to be, or someone turns on Sammy, it's going to be the biggest babyface pop probably since Stone Cold returning and doing the match with KO because that was a loud fucking pop.
Yeah.
That was loud. And they're saying he's going to do a match at WrestleMania again this year.
Yeah.
Cena too. I don't want to see Cena Austin Theory though.
No.
I don't want to see that.
No. I don't get that. I don't get that idea. Who wants to see that?
Yeah. I don't know who I would put Cena against, to be perfectly honest with you.
Oh, if he can't be The Rock, I would put him against the Bloodline. Well,
Solo?
Against Roman. Against Roman.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Roman Cena?
Yeah.
He's not taking the Superman punch.
I think Cena would take the Superman punch.
Really?
Yeah.
Cena doesn't give a fuck. Dude.
Because, right, at this point...
Care. He doesn't... What does he care, dude? He doesn't care. He's a wrestler at the end of the day. Yep. He knows, dude. I assume The Rock is going to be a different story. I would assume that... he works out really fucking hard, though. He's always busting himself up, fucking working out and shit, so... maybe, who knows, dude? WrestleMania is so up in the air right now because you don't know what's going to happen at Royal Rumble. So if Cody returns at Royal Rumble, then, that's a whole nother fucking thing. Do you put Cody in a match immediately with Roman, or do you let that fester?
I think that's a huge mistake to do that right away. I think
Unless you do that night one and you do him and Rock night two.
But I don't want to see Roman wrestle 2 nights in a row. Because how do you not lose a championship if you're wrestling 2 nights in a row?
No, that's what I'm saying. I think that, The Rock costing him the title night 1 and then fucking night 2 comes back against The Rock. Doesn't need to be a fucking, actual match. They can just fucking brawl it out like Stone Cold did, essentially.
Yeah. I'm fine with that. I think that you're better off holding Cody... let him come back at the Rumble, but hold him off until SummerSlam, going for a championship match.
I'd like to see Cody Sammy.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
That would fucking blow the doors off, bro. Could you imagine the match that those guys would put on?
I'm still hoping for Sammy to be one half of the tag team champions. So.
Oh my God, bro! With who? KO?
Yeah, I'm still hoping for it.
You don't like this fucking the Visionaries, man? Fucking KO and Seth teaming up? That's fucking kind of cool. Listen, if you're going to do big names, big names against the Bloodline, and then eventually Sammy fucking turns, and then KO probably turns on Seth. Because that's what KO does, man. And they just join up together and beat people up.
Yeah.
It's all been a conspiracy.
I just,
Elias, all of it. It's all a conspiracy.
I feel like there needs to be somebody with experience to get, a tag team with experience together to take the titles off the Bloodline.
Dude, and let me say something. If they do not fucking team up Rick Boogs with Elias when Rick Boogs comes back and let them be the band.
Wasted opportunity.
Bro, they can even have somebody sing. One of those people has to be able to sing on the roster. Somebody.
Yeah.
Have them be a band. Not 3-man band, but something, have them fight over being the lead guitarist of the band or something. Fucking something crazy, but the Music City Madmen or something.
It's entertainment right there. There's
oh my God, dude. I like Elias, man. A lot of people don't dig it. I like it. The Walk with Elias thing, I think it's very good, very creative.
Yeah.
But hey, man, this has been fucking Pro Wrestling Summit.
Oh my God, are we done already?
We're done.
Oh my God.
That's it.
That's unbelievable.
Danny gave me the fucking high sign. See you later. He gave me the fucking Iggy. He gave me the office.
Maybe I would have known if he would have said something.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Well, happy holidays, bro.
Same to you.
Happy holidays, all you listeners. You fucking 5 people.
Have a good Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, the holiday, New Year's.
Yeah.
Everybody celebrates New Year's. Unless you're Chinese, I guess.
Yeah, but they celebrate Chinese New Year.
Yeah, but it's not the same
It's
time.
not the same as us?
No.
Oh.
So